Once a user organization received confirmation that their subscription payment has been processed and an account was activated, you need to log into BI Inabox with the administrator account again. You will notice that you now have access to the data from all the modules within the organization's Sage 200 Evolution Pro environment. The security option to the right on your menu bar provides access to all the items that an administrator needs to set up BI Inabox for every licensed organization. The security options allow you to control who has access to BI Inabox, to activate user accounts, to provide menu access, and to control access for specific user groups, or access to users for specific reports. This ultimately maps the Sage data to user reporting needs. A widget is nothing more than a report with the controls to filter, sort, or sum data and then present it in your browser in a grid or a graph. Start by creating all the security groups for your organization. A security group is a container, making it easy to group correct access to widgets and group same authorizations for accessing company data through BI Inabox. Security groups can also be seen as a grouping of user roles or even a grouping of standard management reports for a meeting. For each security group, you then give access rights to widgets, or take away rights from widgets. In so doing, you control who has access to which widgets and when. Remember, BI Inabox is purely a reporting solution that offers display options to transform your data into powerful information. There is no capability to insert, delete, or update any original Sage data. You then construct a menu structure to align access rights to user roles, such as finance, inventory, or your general ledger. Although it is not a requirement to create a menu structure for all users, it offers a very neat way to control menu navigation and communication amongst users. If you are happy with the provided BI Inabox standard menu structure, you can still control which security group and users assigned to a security group have access to a particular widget. Remember, a menu structure can have as many levels as may be needed to represent your organization from a reporting point of view. When creating a menu item, you assign it to a menu and then, in turn, assign it to a parent. In addition, you can create custom captions for any menu item. You can also control how a widget is accessed. It can either open within BI Inabox after the user has logged in, or alternatively, it can just be opened from a new tab within your browser. If needed, you can do translations on all the menu items, and on every single widget, as well as the information made visible within a widget. The administrator can refine the language translations to ensure that colloquial terminology or company terms are correctly transformed. Once the user groups, the access rights, and menu structures are done, the administrator continues by creating user profiles. This is simply done through allocating a user code, a password, and capturing the user's email address. The administrator can also activate or disable any user accounts. You can also link a default menu to a specific user if you want to create different menu structures for various departments and user groups within departments of the company. A user can be assigned to multiple security groups, which will just provide access to additional widgets for that user. You can define data restrictions for even further security granularity. This is done by controlling access to sensitive Sage 200 information within a particular widget. This may be restrictions to not display certain data to certain users. This could be for financial values or for personal information that may be available within a widget. You can identify each individual user account with a data restriction, and then control what information is made visible or what should be hidden, based on that data restriction. You can provide access to a default widget for specific users to make a default report visible immediately after login. This is handy for repeating regular trend or daily reports. In addition, you can set default dashboard reports for individual users so that BI Inabox will open a default set of reports without having to navigate through menu structures. Once a user account has been set up and a specific user logs into BI Inabox, only those specific widgets, for which access has been provided through specific menu structures, will be visible to that user. That means that not all menu items will be visible to all users. This further simplifies the user interface for specific users. Remember, users do not have access to the security module. This is only available to a designated administrator. An original user account would have been created by an administrator with a predefined password. The user will log in through accessing the received administrator email containing the initial credentials and then change his or her password. The administrator can connect BI Inabox to the company local SMTP server, which will then allow emails to be distributed from BI Inabox. This will allow for future automated user password resets, without the intervention of the administrator. BI Inabox will use the email settings that have been configured by the administrator, and it will send the user a temporary password.
W3BI aims to master the art of data asset exploration, visualization, and association. We hope this quick overview will inspire you to explore all the functionality provided in BI Inabox to transform data and management information and deliver business intelligence to users.